Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So, I am reporting live to do this Facebook, but I'm also reporting live as a meteorologist. We have a nasty storm outside. No clue if it's going to hit. It literally is circling our house. So, we will do our live until the power goes out or it just passes. Who knows what's going to happen? We're in this tiny little bubble where we either get killed or we get nothing and it is surrounding us. So hopefully we get it, cross our fingers, because I love a good rainstorm. When we were up north, the first night we got there, it was an amazing thunderstorm and rain and lightning. It was phenomenal. So cross our fingers, we can get through this live and I can go outside and enjoy the storm. If not, we will still do our live. So welcome everybody. If you're just logging on, say hi so I know you're here. Hopefully you guys got some time in your craft room to make the butterflies that we did on Wednesday. Actually, I wasn't live on Tuesday. The butterfly set that we did on Wednesday. We are using the same set, using different designer series paper, kind of the same-esque, maybe, not really, kind of, I don't know. But it's super cute, and I actually sent this picture to my girlfriend Heather, and she's like, "You're selling me on these butterflies." So that is the key, to use some of the sets that you have in your craft room. So let's point you over. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Valerie. Welcome. Let's point you over. I'm going to make sure we are live on my Facebook, and there we go. So if you didn't catch yesterday's live, this is the stamp set we're using. It is called Sketched Butterflies. Hold on, I've got to do one more thing really quick. There we go. Sketched butterflies, and I love these butterflies. They are just absolutely fun, and it brightens so many people's lives and days if you send them this card. And it does have the matching dies. So you have the dies and the stamp sets. Hello, Mary, Darlene, Teresa, and Linda. Welcome. So here is the two sets that we're playing with. Let me show you the cards that we did yesterday. I know it's crazy. We are actually doing back-to-back Facebook Lives, but that's okay. So these are the cards that we did yesterday with the same sets, and I love the way they turned out, and I love the extra little sparkle that we put on there. But today's card, I was actually prepping my Designing Damsel kit, and I am using the Full of Life Designer Series paper. It has so many bright and beautiful colors in it. I was like, I actually think this set would be absolutely beautiful for the butterflies as well. So that's what I decided to use. So the back side is more watercolor prints, I guess you would say. And then if you flip it over, you have more of the bright patterns on this side. You could use either side of this to create these cards, but I decided to use the back side of the watercolors. And this designer series paper is 15% off this month. They're running a special. All designer series paper in the holiday or in the annual catalog is on sale. Speaking of holiday catalog, I should have all of my holiday catalogs probably early next week. So once I get them labeled and everything, they will be ready for card class, or if you want them in the mail, definitely send me a message. And yes, you're just looking at the back of this fun card that I'm about to flip over. So there you go. This is what we're going to be playing with tonight. I am doing a couple of the different colors in the butterflies. I picked some of the colors out of the designer series paper. So this one is actually, where is all of my ink? I know I put everything over here before I went live. I wonder if I left it on my table thinking oh, I did. I left all my inks on the table thinking I brought them over. So this card is actually Blueberry Bushel. So I did the butterflies and the sentiment in Blueberry Bushel. For the cards that I'm going to do on the live is going to be Shaded Spruce, Granny Apple Green, and I'm not going to show you the last color. You have to stick with me and go with the flow. You have to wait till the end so we can see what the last color is going to be. If you want to guess, you definitely can. It's probably not hard to guess what color I'm going to be doing at the last one. So I have my thick basic white. It is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. These are super easy cards, but they're so beautiful. And I like to do this sometimes. Just do very simple and easy cards, duplicatable. That's what I like to call them, duplicatable cards. And there's so many sentiments in this set that you can really use whatever sentiment you want. So I'm just layering. Oh, I forgot to go over the measurements, but I did do it. I typed it in before I went live. The shaded spruce is 4 by 5.25. Designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. So very similar to all of my measurements that I do for classes, Facebook Lives, retreats. I really like this measurement. Okay, so that is all glued together. We can set that aside. And yes, you guys are probably going to harpoon me again, but I didn't take my butterflies off my Stamparatus yet. And I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave these on because I want to make more of these cards. I think they are so elegant and pretty that I want to have a stack of these on hand. So I think I'm going to make lots more. Okay, so I lined it up. I'm going to grab my shaded spruce. I'm going to ink up my butterflies. Stamp them. There we go. Pop these guys out. Let's get them off of here. I am going to clean off the stamps because I'm going to use them again and I don't want to accidentally forget and then cross-contaminate my ink and then I'll be irritated. So clean that off before I set it aside so I don't forget. And let's bring in our card base. Let's flip our butterflies over and grab some dimensionals. Oops, that one decided to come with me. And this one, we can put dimensionals on all of it because nothing is going to be in the way. And probably 5's overkill, but that's okay. You could fill it up if you wanted to. So peel the backings off. I like to pick them all up at once. I don't know if anybody else does that. And we're just going to lay them on our card. No rhyme or reason, but look how pretty this is. And it actually looks gorgeous just like this. And you can leave it to the side and wait for the sentiment that you need to put on there. And then you could add your sentiment later. But I am going to go ahead and put a sentiment on, but that is just something that you can do. Is if you don't know what you want to put on there yet, just leave it blank. So I have you brighten up so many of my days. Hopefully I am getting it in the center. Well, it's a little cattywampus, but that's okay. And you can banner punch. You can banner the edge or leave it blank. I know I've just used 2 things that are retired and I totally apologize. But I actually think it's more that I'm showing you ways to use your products. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm showing you different ways to use products. So now I just need to trim off a little piece. And then let's put this not upside down, right at the bottom. And then I did bring in the same gems as I used on yesterday's live. And they are the iridescent faceted gems. And they have a beautiful little sparkle to them that I think is absolutely gorgeous. Good evening, Heather. Hello, Michelle. Thank you. Just fun, simple, and totally duplicatable. Okay, let's go on to the other color. Everybody has to stick with me to the very last part. There's only 3, so this is our second one. So it's not going to be a super tragic long Facebook Live. Good thing because I don't know what the weather is doing outside. I don't know if anybody else is having weather problems, and I really hope we get the massive storm that it looks like right above our heads, but who knows? So just gonna fold and attach and then stamp. And you can, if you don't have the Stamparatus, don't stress. You can definitely stamp your images and then die cut them out. I know a lot of people are really good at die cutting and then stamping. That is not me. I would rather stamp and then die cut versus die cutting and then stamping. I'm not very good at making sure it's lined up, especially with the red rubber. Photopolymer maybe not be so tragic, but I still don't even trust myself, so I don't even do it. So if you don't have the Stamparatus, don't worry, you can still do this. Okay, next color is Granny Apple Green. Oh, Mary, it is. And you're not that far from me, so we might get it. I hope so. My hair is really dirty, so it really wouldn't bother me if I got my hair wet, because then it would just make me wash it. If I could go one more day, I would rather go one more day of not washing my hair. But does anybody else get irritated about doing that? Or am I the only one? Literally, I would much rather do anything else than wash and do my hair. That was a little side note. I really wasn't planning on telling you guys that my hair is dirty, but that's okay. You can let me know if your hair is dirty as well. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off these little edges. You can definitely use the edges of your dimensionals. And I'm doing these a little bit bigger. Usually I do them small, but since our butterflies are a little bit bigger, I think it's okay to not cut them super duper small. You actually just may not need as many. So does anybody want to take any guesses on what our last color is going to be? Let me bring in the paper pack and I will tell you. So there's Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Pumpkin Pie, Real Red, Shaded Spruce, and Shy Shamrock. Whew! That was a mouthful. That's all the colors that are in this designer series paper. All my absolute favorite bright colors. Okay, pick all these guys up. Oh, I think we might have a winner. Heather, you are correct. It's so pretty. How can we not do a card that has some pink in it? Okay, grab my ink. Let's finish up this Granny Apple Green, and then we will do the last one. Still a little cattywampus, but that's okay. I really don't think anybody's going to get this card in the mail and be like, oh, her stamping is not quite centered. Nobody would say that. And if they do, you take the card back from them, and they never get a card again. But I don't know if you guys have been online, but they have launched a new kit. It is the Haunted Mansion or Haunted something. And I did ask my girls to come over, so I think everyone's coming over on Sunday, and we're going to put that kit together. So stay tuned, because I will post pictures of all of us doing it. Bo is already aware that he is on babysitting duty. He'll have Lucas and probably Carson. So here are the 3 we have so far. So let's do one more. Oh, I just love these. They are so pretty. Okay, last card, I promise. I'll stop talking and get moving. Oh, I think I might just have to order a couple more of these packs of paper. It is so pretty. And for 15% off, you can't go wrong. And you can really put it whichever side you want. There is no right or wrong way to use this designer series paper. There we go. Clean off my stamps. Let's make sure I clean this one off before I put my Berry Burst in it. And last but not least is Berry Burst. So pretty. You guys will have to tell me which color is your favorite. And you don't have to say Berry Burst just because it's my favorite color. I will still be friends with you, even if you like another color. I promise. Okay, let's ink this up. And I think this is super juicy because I had to re-ink my ink pad. Wonder why, right? There we go. Pop all these guys out. Flip them over and grab our dimensionals. And it looks like we still have electricity so far, so it must be blowing over us. So we will see. I'm working as fast as I can, but these cards are really easy to put together, so it's not going to take us long. Oops. Okay. There we go. I just do the sentiments. And I'll bring all of them in. Super easy and fun card. And I like working with the 1/4-inch strips for my sentiments because then I can come in and use this little banner punch. I do like to trim off an edge just so it's not so much paper that you're trying to fight through. Oh, Darlene, I do too. If there was Gorgeous Grape, I would have done a Gorgeous Grape for you. If there was Gorgeous Grape in this designer series paper, I definitely would have done that. Okay, take your pick tool. Oh no, I just dropped my ink pad on my workstation. Hopefully it doesn't stain. Nope, it didn't. Let's grab a couple of our gems. And there we go. Okay, let's get all this out of the way and I'll bring all of them back in. Oops, it's a little blurry. Hopefully it is a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so there's Berry Burst. This one is Blueberry Bushel. This one is Grainy Apple Green. And this one is Shaded Spruce. So I honestly think the designer series paper makes these cards so spectacular. And I hope you guys think they're as spectacular as I do because they are so beautiful. And I hope the Facebook Live does them justice. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's live. It literally took me less than 20 minutes to chit chat and create all of these cards. So they are definitely duplicatable. Anyway, if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Tuesday for another live. We will chat with you soon. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.